Hey YouTube, what's up? Dr. T here, and welcome to the Altcoin Express and my hometown, St. Petersburg, Florida, where we target turning 23,000 of Ethereum into a cool million in under 5 years, trading altcoins on the Bitcoin exchange. So we're on day 8 of the $1 Million Challenge. Day 8. The expected achievements is 1.6%. We've been hanging over from a few days ago with our $440 gain, giving us 1.82 to the 0.23 average, where 0.2 average is target for every day. And we are in a holding pattern because the fact that Ontology is sitting on its duff going friggin' nowhere. It's been on its steadily gazillion hour decline. We haven't even got to the top of this March yet. So it's been on this steadily, it's getting a little closer, steadily decline for it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Every time somebody buys a penny, they dump it off. Buy a penny, they dump it off. So we're kind of waiting around. So all these scouts out here hoping that someone will dump into them. But unfortunately, no breakouts, no go-wheres. So we're kind of holding and watching today. So I'm repeating something I put in a post the other day. This is calculating or developing some metrics from which you can base some kind of projections as to where things are going in the future. So this is the baseline from which the local rise took place, and this is its current position. If you take vertical lines from the center of these two peaks, which I've done, and you look at their rates of up and down, which I've done, I don't think I took this one into consideration, although I have measured the rate from here up to there. I kind of estimated that the next rise would be lesser of the two. This line is a bit more aggressive than this one, and based on the overall character of this, I don't feel that the next rise is going to best this line. So picking a rate and a peak, I have, for my purposes at least, estimated the next peak, which I talked about in the last post, to be somewhere around relative 1080, which is somewhere about here, and with a time frame of about 4 days, being a little less aggressive than some of these others. And so that's where I'm currently kind of viewing the situation. So in regard to its local movements, we can come in and take a look at that now. We've got some kind of a metric, at least for my purposes alone anyway. So I like to do this kind of scientific study business. So according to the line of this current projection, it is kind of oversold. I'm not going to adjust the line based on this because this is a local fluctuation, and its rate is 36.9 units. That's relative to the height between the base and the top. Oops, that's kind of bright, but never mind. Yeah, so the local bottom, and that's where I've got the line drawn to. It doesn't matter if it's a few pennies off, but that, oh silly ass, jeez Louise. So that upside is 36%. That seems quite a lot, doesn't it really? But it's kind of gone down since where I was last at, which was 85. It's my last purchase of Ontology, so I made some adjustments, so that's the upside. And so the current rate is set to get there in 4 days, and clearly it makes these little runs up, and then it takes time to come back to the line. Let's see if I can see what that rise is on a percentage basis. So the current maximum low is here, and that is relative here. Oops, you'll have to look up there because I move this, it screws it up. But it's 7914, and if we take the top at what I set it at as 10,780, you get 2,871 units. The time frame is 99 hours. The rate is 29 units per hour, and that's what's being set here currently. So let's march over here. Oh dear, what we're doing. Getting these things to work out properly is right, is that current position? So I've got it on 3 minutes. Now that line will take us up to that peak, 36% up from the bottom, and it's currently on a line rate of gain, which is fine. It's a little bit oversold. You'll expect it to come back onto the line, so that's kind of where I'm currently viewing the situation. So if I put it on 1 minute, because it changes depending on what time frame you're putting on. If I put it on 1 minute, then the sideways movement is perfectly in line with the rate of estimated requirement progress to get to that peak in 4 days. So nothing untoward about it going sideways. It will keep on its little up-down trajectory, and it's off to its target.